Hello everyone, welcome to round 2. I'm gonna keep this opener. I get to go Child of Night, hopefully into another 2-drop, and then followed up with Military Intelligence. So, that's the goal. Got all the blue mana we'll need for a while. We really only have like two double black spells. I guess I could have led with with a black if I draw well, no, I wouldn't need to. Because our Sign in Blood would require us to draw Sign in Blood and extra black, so it really doesn't matter at that point. Right now, my goal is to just go Child of Night, then another 2-drop or 3-drop, and just start beating in. And I can work with that. It's a little slower than I'd prefer, because it means that I don't get a draw on turn 4, but overall I think it's fine. It's definitely an interesting one. Okay, so we're blue-white versus blue-black. Okay. Oh, well I'll play that instead. Because that little black cat will allow me to draw cards off Military Intelligence. And I'll still be able to have Quickling up to save, like, my Child of Night, if it gets blocked. So that works out nicely. So far, so good, then. My opponent's like, really? He's playing Black Cat? It's like, yeah, it works in this deck. It's something you don't want to block. I don't know. That's my personal thoughts on what any opponent would reasonably think when they see me play Black Cat. Because seriously, who wants to play Black Cat? Alright, what you on down here? Frostlinks is actually really annoying for me because it means that I actually don't get to draw a card next turn. I have to wait a full extra turn to draw a card now. Well, what I can do now is I can, yeah, I don't get to do anything this turn. That's just annoying. The Frostlinks is actually quite annoying. Because it messed with my tempo. He's trying to Void Snare the Black Cat. I think we're going to run out quickly in response. Do you wish to return another creature to its owner's hand? Yes. We'll just blank your Void Snare. Oh boy, that's fun. Not too much I can do about that one right this second. I basically just have to let it hit me, then encrust it. Oi. So he opts not to attack even. Interesting. Alright, well then this turn, I'm going to just play a Curse Spirit and pass. I'm going to let the Illusory Angel hit me in the face. And then I'm going to encrust. Well, hopefully I'll play Military Intelligence, draw a land in the next 2 draws, encrust, and deal with it from there. Sure. Okay, that actually sucks a lot now. Because now I can't even encrust the dang thing. Well, that's BS. 6/6 flying vigilant creature? That's just... Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna run out military intelligence anyways. I'm gonna swing, draw a card, quickling to get that thing out of there. So that way it doesn't die. Oh, well that actually works out nicely. Now I can just peel it. Which will get rid of his aura, which works out really nicely for me. So he's had Void Snare, Void Snare. Interesting. Alright, come on. React. Once you're done reacting, then I can play Peel from Reality. Boom. I don't get to draw a card next turn, but I got his Illusory Angel off the field, which makes it harder to get back on the field. And now it doesn't have Vigilance either, which makes it really nice for me. And chances are he'll be able to get it back on the field without too much issue. I figured he'd be able to get back on the field, but now I should be able to encrust it, because he should not... Hopefully he doesn't have another Marked by Honor. I think ideally I draw another land so that way I can play Black Cat, Child of Night, and then Quickling something on a block on this, basically. All the meanwhile I get in with that thing. So, land. Avarice Amulet. Oh, no, that's an interesting one. That doesn't come down this turn. That comes down next turn. So we'll play both of these then. So Child of Night, Black Cat. Black Cat can block the links, make him discard a card. Or I just don't jump block one way or the other. I'll figure it out. I'm going to be taking between 3 and 7 this turn. Not really a fan of taking the full-on 7. I think I'd rather take 3, play Encrust, get in there with guys, draw off military intelligence, and then have Quickling up. Oh, you're going to Encrust. Okay, sure. So now if I want to draw the extra card, I have to take more damage? Oh, never mind. I don't. That's cool. I'm fine with that. So how about I Encrust your guy, and then I can Quickling my guy later. War of the Encrusted Creatures. Sort of. The goal is to have the extra mana so I can drop and equip Avarice Amulet to something. Oh! Well, hello there. You're big. Bigger than I'd prefer at the very least. Boing. Land. Maybe? Okay. Now the real question is, what do we want to do? I think we're going to play Avarice Amulet and equip it here. And I'll swim with my Vigilant guy in the air, along with the life linker on the ground, so that way I can gain back some life. This way, if he wants to block this, he has to block with his Master of Predicaments. Which, I mean, then he's getting the ability to draw an extra card each turn. But I kill off the Master, which is probably fine because it's an annoying 4/4 flyer. Okay, so I gained some life. He took some damage, and now I get to draw an extra card next turn. Fine by me. I can play my Kite Fins next turn, tap down his Master. Be in reasonable enough shape. This is interesting. So whenever it deals damage. So if he hits me for 4 in the air, or the question is, do I trade the Quickling for the Master and give him the Amulet? That's the interesting thing with the Avarice Amulet. I think the answer is I don't give him the Amulet. I take the hit and just say it won't. Yeah, I'm gonna just basically, yeah, whatever. I'll go to 7. I'm guessing he doesn't have anything greater than 4 in his hand, so. And if he does, then he's going to get to drop something huge on me. Okay. Four or less. Nope. He gets to drop a meteorite on my head. For free. How nice. Bam. Well, okay, so that sucked for me. That's awkward. Meteorite, I suppose. Now he equips this to something. Starts drawing cards. Well, that's just plain annoying. Just straight up annoying. So he's got 6 damage in the air. If I play the Kite Fins... Kite Fins can't even trade with the Master. Alright, we're going to play the Nimbus of the Isle. We're going to plan on going to 1. And hope that I can 2 for 1 myself to kill that Master of Predicaments. Because it's a 6/4. Ugh. That's disgusting. Problem is I'm gonna have to start chumping that thing too. Oi. Oi vey. I'm pretty certain you're out of things over CMC4. I have to assume that. If you have another huge thing that could just kill me, then you do. But at this point, I'm going to keep guessing under 4 because I have to assume you're out of things over 4 in hand. Alright, fine. Whatever. Whatever. That was just pretty much okay. Fuck it, scoop. I can't believe I'm actually considering this. But this game is gonna go long if I can't kill him early. If I can't kill him early, it's going to go very long. And something like Ingarrick's Wake is a great way to break a very long game. I'm going to take out the macro. If I play an Ingarrick's Wake against him and win because of it, it is going to be ridiculous. Normally, I would never consider that, but clearly his deck is geared towards the late game as he has Resolute Archangel, Master Predicaments, Meteorite, all sorts of late game stuff. I'll keep it. Doesn't really do a heck of a lot, but I'll keep it. It's a hand that is more for the late game planning, which is where apparently I have to be for this one, which is awkward. Really awkward. Alright. Well, I guess we have a turn for a Curse Spirit, so that'll be something to start pecking at him with, I suppose. Oh, hey, a Typhoid Rats. How nice. How lovely. I mean, I guess might as well. I don't have anything else to play on that turn. So he has Resolute Archangel and the other thing. Yep, you got a Frostlynx. And my rat is frozen. That is one frozen rat. Alright, let's just run out this Accursed Spirit here. Next turn I can Sign in Blood myself. So the real question is, does he have an Encrust to deal with my Accursed Spirit? Obviously he has plenty of Void Snare, so he could just go like Void Snare Angel, which is probably, or Oppressive Raise Angel. He's probably got an Illusory Angel this turn. Yep, okay, so the Illusory Angel was kind of expected. So I need to hit blue mana ASAP to deal with the Angel. Obviously his own Void Snares make for a good way to make the Angel usable again. But we'll figure it out. Well, neither of those does shit for me, so I'm going to do this, this, that. I'm going to weaken his air damage at the very least. Just make it, at the very least, a little bit weaker. Since clearly I won't be able to encrust it for a while. Obviously drawing a blue works out nicely for me. Sure. Let me guess. +2/+2 in Vigilance. What do we got? Or do you have something that... Okay, you're going to bring out Encrust. Sure. Whatever. Oh, Divine Favor. How nice. Blue mana for Peel from Reality would be really awesome. Island. That's not an island. Alright, let's find an island. So that way we can peel from reality, get rid of this aura, and whatever else. I mean, it kills. So if I peel from reality, it's a 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2 and a half because this requires another spell for 1, 2 and a half. So it's even up. Whatever. Just gotta find an island this turn or next turn. Preferably this turn though, because it prevents other issues. Island. Problem solved. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna smack with this guy. We're gonna pay the 3. Pay the toll. Then we are going to figure out exactly how we're going to do this. So we know he has Encrust in hand. So that's an important thing to note. Okay, how did I end up? That's weird. Okay. Somehow I skipped a step there. Oh wait, choose target creature you control, target creature you don't control. Peel. So now he will encrust something just randomly and replay his angel is my thought. Or he won't. That's fine by me too. If I play military intelligence, swing, he replays the angel because he plays Encrust next turn. But I get to draw a card, but I just lose a guy, gain 2 life. I don't like that. So instead, we're going to play these Capsho Kite Fins here. So I put that ability on the stack, tap that. His guy untaps, then taps, and then I can still opt not to swing. If I had one more mana on top of this all, then I might do it because then I might go military intelligence swing. But okay, so that thing's tapped. So we're just gonna sit back and play defensive for now. So he has 8 mana, we have 7 mana. Okay, so he's gonna play that into the angel. I'm then going to play a Cursed Spirit, tap the angel, play Encrust on the angel. I like that. Seems pretty good to me. We get to tap that, so yeah, that does whatever. I get to go encrust it. I'm not going to swing this turn. Next turn I can swing, but not this turn. Because next turn I can swing with both of those. And have military intelligence out to draw a card. So he's got 1 card in hand. I have no clue what it is. Oh, well, that works out nicely too. So I can actually drop the Curse Spirit, tap this, swing with this, and this after playing military intelligence. That'll allow me to draw another card. If he wants to trade with my lifelinker now, he's fine to do so. I got to draw an extra card, and I'll gain 2 life. So he can trade this here, probably, or trade that there, whichever way he likes to. Probably trades this here. Okay. Main purpose of that was just to gain the extra point of life. I have a feeling he has Resolute Archangel in hand and just wants to get max value out of the dang thing. It's my pseudo fear. We'll see what happens, really. Interestingly enough, I now have enough mana to play... Oh, right, he had Increst in hand. Duh. Okay, never mind. And a Dauntless River Marshal was his draw. That's a solid draw. Taps a guy each turn, no mine. Almost taps 2. Actually does tap 2 guys each turn. That's gross. That's actually real gross. This turn it only taps 1 guy, so I just have to swing with both my guys to get the effect. Anyways, as I was saying, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can actually play in Garrick's Wake if I draw in Garrick's Wake. Oh, interesting. He's doing an aggressive tap. To get in for 7? Do I trade this there? It's actually 5, not 7, by the way. I realize the math. I actually think I do trade, because I can still draw a card, which is the important part. So, oh, another Typhoid Rats. Okay. So we'll make sure we draw a card here. If he wants to, he won't trade with the rats. I know he won't. That's just silly to want to trade with the rats. We'll play another rat. Not that it really matters. I would play the extra military intelligence next turn if he might do interesting. Yeah, by blocking I made it so he can't easily kill me this turn. So that's a plus. The problem is he just taps 2 guys next turn. I don't get any military intelligence triggers. Or, you know, taps 1 this turn, taps in. Well, that allows me to actually get a military intelligence trigger. Both of them. Interesting. So I'm going to 1 here. 1 is that keenly dangerous spot to be. What you got? What you got? Oh, the Sphinx. That's annoying. In Garrick's Wake, anyone? That's not in Garrick's Wake. Alright, we'll run out another military intelligence. I don't think it does anything for me. I'm just gonna swing with the Death Touch Rats. Oop, undo. I don't want to float mana. Alright, a bird and a land. So he'll take 2. He'll tap down both my flyers. Get in for lethal. Unfortunate. That thing's annoying. Tap that down. Pretend like it matters. Play this. Pretend like it matters. Maybe for all my opponent knows, it actually does matter. Would have been funny to have seen in Garrick's Wake now they actually have the mana for it, but whatever. Alright. Wonder where it was. Probably buried at the very bottom of the deck. Very bottom of the deck? Very close enough. Far enough down that it was never going to be seen ever. Alright, well, we lost. Oh well. C'est la vie. It happens. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. As per usual, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. As I had mentioned in the previous video set, at the end of the second round of the last video set. Coincidence, I got to second round both times. Alright, anyways, but yeah, as I had mentioned, I'm going to, sometime in October, date unspecified still, it will be a Saturday, I'm going to do a 24-hour stream on my Twitch account. I will record it as well. I definitely suggest you don't watch all 24 hours at once. Obviously, it'll take forever to watch. It'll be an interesting thing, because I'm going to have my face cam and all that stuff. I think it'll be fun. I'll make a post as it starts to get closer when I plan on doing it, and I will also make certain to start streaming regularly with my Twitch account as well. The Twitch account for that is just Atram1. I won't be starting regular streaming with that though until after I get my new computer, so that would be a week and a half pretty much. A week from Saturday. So around that time, though, I will let you all know. I'll start streaming, I'll start doing all the good stuff, and hopefully we'll see some good results from it. So yeah. Have a great night. See you in the next draft.